Hello, friends. I'm so glad you made it here tonight. Our second call, and we're hitting it off tomorrow with feet on the ground running. And are you guys ready to get started with this? Okay, so first thing I want to talk to you about is 21-day fix workouts. Okay, so they start tomorrow, and it's okay if you're not going to actually start tomorrow. They will stream live at 9 a.m. Pacific time, which I'm on Eastern time in Tennessee, and so they're not going to stream live until noon for me, and I do my workouts. Hopefully I'm done before 6 a.m. So there are a couple options you can do. You can be a day behind and just start the 21-day fix workouts on Tuesday. You can do them on Monday and just do them later. One thing I had considered was actually starting a whole week later so that my day one was still on a Monday. You can choose to do whatever you want to do. It's up to you. But since you're in this challenge group, you've bought the pack, you have access to the workout. So if you want to do them, great. It's okay if you're a day behind or a week behind. Just do them in order and do the best you can. That's all we can expect. So I think Rachel had told me she was going to be a day behind. I've been debating if I want to be a week behind or just a day behind. Whatever you choose to do is great. So don't stress about it. Okay, the other thing I want to talk about is meal planning. But tomorrow does start day one of our group of the actual challenge. And you all got a workbook or the logbook. And this is where we're going to start using this. So if you have looked through it at all, it basically tells you how to use it in the beginning. On page 12 and 13, it talks about morning mindfulness and setting your goals for the morning, healthy habits. And then on 14 and 15, it talks about the evening reflection. You might want to look through that just so you know what to be tracking. And then for week one, on page 17, it says week one focus. And so we're focusing on eating every 2 to 3 hours, trying new foods from your list, and eating all your containers. So it talks about how big things happen when you're consistent over time. So go ahead and start using this as soon as you can. With day one, it has everything on here. You can track what you had for breakfast and what containers you used. How did you sleep? I know my sleep has been pitiful the past 2 weeks, and the scale has shown it. So track your sleep, your goals, your water. On the other page is your exercise, and then your attitude about your body, your nutrition, your energy, your evening reflection, and then rate your day. So just go through this as you can. Don't stress about it. It's not worth the stress. That's not the point of this. It's just to track and see how you're doing. The other thing we wanted to talk about was meal plans. Hopefully by now you've picked what path you want to do, whether you're doing the foundational fix, time nutrition, or carb cycling. Remember, if you're doing carb cycling, it's only for 3 weeks at a time, the 3-month gap between. So I'm doing basically the foundational fix, but I'm pairing my containers with time nutrition, how they pair them. And the reason I'm doing that is because I do work out early, and I have other medical issues where I have to take medicine at certain times, and I have to it's just very picky how my digestive system works. So I cannot eat before I work out. I did it last year with 80-day obsession, but then I wasn't working out until 8 o'clock in the morning, and my day was too much for me. So I want to work out at 5. I don't want to get up at 4 to eat. So I am doing foundational fix. I'm not doing a pre-workout meal. But here is my meal plan. I have it written out for the week. And I don't know if you can see it, but let me just tell you, a lot of it is the same. I have my morning snack of vegetables is the same. I'm doing asparagus this week. I did Brussels sprouts last week. My lunch is the same vegetable. I'm doing green beans. I always put spinach in my shake, and my dinner vegetable will be different. My dinner changes every day. I make a meal plan for the month, and then I just go from there. My proteins, again, the first 3 proteins I'm on plan B. So I get 4 proteins. My first 3 proteins are yogurt, For breakfast, chicken for lunch and a shake for a snack, and then my dinner protein changes. My carbs stay the same. Sweet potato, and then my high fiber cereal. I'm doing avocado this week for my fat. For my C's, my orange, I'm trying to get away from chia seeds. I think they're causing some digestive issues. So I'm switching to unsweetened shredded coconut. So just track it. I also track my workouts, what workout I plan on doing. So tomorrow I'm going to do the power strength from 21 Day Fix Extreme and start 21 Day Fix hopefully on Tuesday. So just have a plan. And if you have to switch things around, that's okay. That's life, right? Like, I don't feel like having green beans, then I won't have green beans. I'll just have a different vegetable. But I'm prepared. I did my shopping. I have my food prepped. Tomorrow I'm making a whole batch of chicken in my pressure cooker so that it's ready to go for the whole week. So if you need help with meal planning, please just let us know. We're more than willing to help you and share ours. Rachel shared hers in the group. Like I said, mine's pretty much the same every week. So that is what I have for you. Make sure you're using your cookbooks, your Fix8 cookbooks. This is volume 1. There's volume 2. And of course, the healthy lunch ideas for kids, which it says for kids. It's not just for kids. Go through this and look. You'll find some really yummy recipes. So anyways, that's really all I have to say. I want to know how you guys are feeling. How are you feeling going into this week of really jumping in and working on your containers? What are some things you're anxious about? What are some things you're excited about? What can we help you with? So go ahead and tell me what you're thinking. How are you doing, Devorah? Are you doing time nutrition or foundational?
I actually think I'm going to do foundational because I tried. I can't really get, except on a weekend when I run, I have a shake before I run because I need the nutrition for like the long run. But otherwise, I wake up at 5:30 in the morning. I'm not getting up earlier to have a meal before I work out. It's just not going to happen. Like, it's just not. So, I'm going to do that. I've been actually tracking a lot this week. And while my thought was, I'll just track what I eat and, see how it is. And then I was like, while I was tracking, I'd be like, well, maybe I'll make a different choice because I haven't eaten enough vegetables today. So I sort of semi-started this week. And the cool part was I had, I guess, Friday. Fridays are always a harder, like I just know I will probably go over on Fridays because it's Shabbat and we have challah and we have wine at dinner, and I can't always save for that because it's just how it is. So I'll probably have an extra carb on a Friday because like I'll save one, but it really only covers one of those two things that I have as part of that. And sometimes I have a small sweet at synagogue when they have like the little oneg after services. So that's just a common one for me. But because I have my long runs on Saturday, I also don't feel like it throws me so out of whack because I know I'm going to run 5 or more miles on Saturday and burn extra calories on Saturday. So I sort of feel like it winds up working itself out because of the timing is good for that. So overall, I found I don't get enough fruit or vegetables, even though I thought I got plenty. I don't get enough. So I've started making some different snack choices during the day, like carrots and hummus is a pretty popular one for me now, baby carrots and hummus, because it's easy to bring to work and it's filling and it's crunchy. So, and I sort of do because of how it works. So I work out and then I have the recover. So I don't eat my breakfast shake right away. So I have that typically, I usually don't wind up having that till 9:30, which is between classes. So then at lunchtime at school, which is like 11:20, I have snack. And then that tends to be a bigger snack. And then I have like my lunch. And I actually often do a second shake at lunch. I have like a bigger meal shake that I'll sometimes do at lunchtime. And then I've been adding to that though. And I've been adding a fruit. I've been adding the frozen fruit to my shake in the morning to get another fruit in, which has been one, it gets the fruit in, and two, because I don't usually make my shake with ice. It's making them thicker because it's like putting the ice in there because it's the frozen fruit. So I've been doing that. And so, so then my after school snack tends to be where the carrots and hummus comes in. And I guess the hardest thing has been like the orange container. The blue and orange are a little bit like, so, because she counts like almond milk is a teaspoon, but almonds are a blue container. So I'm a little bit more flexible maybe with that. I've taken off a couple pounds in the last week, so I'm thinking it's going to be okay for me to do that. Like if I use sliver almonds in my yogurt for a snack, then I've just been doing an orange container filled with that and counting it as my orange sometimes. So I'm doing less. I'm not doing a whole blue size container. So I mean, I know I play around a little bit. And also there's some meals I like Thai food. We make like some of the vegetarian Thai things, and she doesn't have recipes for those in the cookbooks. So and sometimes I also make bowl meals, like where I cook it all in the Instant Pot together. Like I do like a chicken, what is it, like there's a couple of the recipes that I've posted before in like the last challenge group. So I like to do some of those, and those are fun. So I estimate a little bit with those dinners. Like I know how much is in the whole pot, so I just kind of take a portion of that as a serving, which is, I guess, how some of the recipes are. But I've been trying a lot of recipes this week. The stuffed tilapia was amazing, super easy to do, and really, really yummy. My husband's loved all the meals I made. I did the eggplant and chickpea casserole. That was a really big hit. I made myself a quinoa bowl yesterday after my run, which was really yummy. I just never thought to put quinoa in sort of a breakfast bowl before, but it's actually really good.
Yeah.
And I'm doing some cooking today. I cooked fresh beans, and I'm using the Instant Pots. I made beans. I just made lentils. So I'm trying to make, and then we always make hard-boiled eggs because that's what my husband takes for lunch. So I always have a whole batch of hard-boiled eggs. And I tend to take those to work too, because those are good to pair with a shake or with with my bigger snack that I have at lunchtime. The egg is a good one, and it's only I usually only have one. So it's like half of it. So I've been playing around this week, and I definitely don't think I'm not meal planning for barely a week, let alone a month. Like it just, I do have snacks that I eat every day. So like I plan for those. I did pick out, what I did is like, I talked to my husband about dinners. So cause I do cook dinner every night. I cook fresh dinner every night, and for the most part. So we kind of planned around that. Okay, what are the proteins we want to have in the different dinners this week? What kinds of meals do we want to have? I also made, like last night I made it's called pan fried or pan seared chicken, and it's in the cast iron pan. So you basically use 1 tablespoon of oil, and then I make it with a leg thigh combo. So I cut apart the legs and thighs this time, and the thighs went in the middle and the legs go on the outside edge. It fits in the pan better. So it's only 1 tablespoon of oil for the entire cooking mix. So that one is like a good one too. Because it's so crispy, and it's like it's fried, but it's not deep fried or anything. So because you do it on the stovetop and in the oven, so it's a combination, and it's all hot, like high heat kind of stuff. So, but my husband's really happy with all the healthy meals too. So he likes eating vegetables and healthy stuff. So he's been good with my choice of things. And I was surprised. I was thinking the carbs, I was like, that's a tiny thing of rice, but when you put it in there and then you pour it on your plate, you're like, oh, actually that's not so bad.
Right.
And if I'm going to have pastas, I feel like things like elbows are more, you feel like you get more because they're smaller and they fit in the container better. Like spiral pasta, you wouldn't feel like you're getting a whole lot.
Right.
Because it's so big.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, and I think that's great. I love how you've adapted, like to put the fruit in your shake, and if it is frozen, it does make it thicker. For the orange, I have been doing chia seeds, and what I do is 1 serving of chia seeds. I've found other places according to the portion. Instead of it being 2 tablespoons, which is what the orange container is, it's really 4 teaspoons, which is like a tablespoon, a little bit more. But for the chia seeds, what I do is I just use a tablespoon because I'm not going to measure 4 teaspoons. So I just do a tablespoon and then dump them in a bowl and do 3 tablespoons of water and mix it and let it sit for 5 or 10 minutes, and it becomes like a gel.
Okay.
And then I put that in my shake, and it makes it thicker.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and you can also do that with, if you make the gel and put it in yogurt and put like a little bit of like unsweetened cocoa powder, it makes it like a chocolate pudding.
Oh, that's a good one.
So that's a good way to
I bought chia seeds actually, so because I thought I'd try those.
Yeah, I always soak them because they absorb the water and makes things thicker. And even if they're already absorbed, then you put them in your shake, I found it still makes it thicker. So That's a good way to use your orange. Unsweetened coconut is one. I put that in my shake today.
I'm not a coconut person, so.
I'm not either, but I put just an orange container of unsweetened coconut into my shake and I couldn't even taste it, but I got my orange.
Okay. I may have to try that.
So,
the workouts, I don't know what to do because if I'm a day behind, because I'm sorry, 9 o'clock, even Pacific time. How is that before work? Like 6 a.m. Pacific, I would get, because then it's like 6 a.m. here, 9 a.m. there. It would still be too late for me, but that would make more sense to me. But anyway, if I'm a day behind, then I'm doing Dirty Fix the day before my run. And that's going to be really hard because I found when I was shifted a bunch and I did lower fix the day before my run was just terrible because I just and then I would be doing, I forget what one I would be doing on my run day.
probably
So
lower fix.
yeah, I don't know what, I'm not sure how that will work out
What you can do is wait a whole week. So start it next Monday.
I may do that actually. Yeah,
and then
I may
just
find
switch
that to
them
be
around.
better because then, well, no, actually that's still a problem. And maybe then I'd have to do Dirty 30 the day of my run. I don't know. I may wait and actually shift everything back a day. So I'm doing yoga fix on my run day.
Yeah.
As like a post-run stretch. So then I would actually start like next Sunday with total body cardio. I'm assuming the order is going to be the same as the original order.
Yeah, I'm assuming that as well.
Yeah. So assuming that, and then I'll just play around this week and do some T25 or, I've done those in the past, or I was trying to try out some different ones. I tried out the Shalene's HIIT class, the footwork. I'm not that coordinated. But thankfully she does it slow twice and then you do it faster, but you're suddenly done and you're like, oh, that was 20 minutes. And you're like thinking, I don't know if I worked. No, I worked.
Right. Yeah, no, I think that's great. I mean, you don't have to do it day one on this Monday. I'm not waiting until noon to do my workout. I'm on the East Coast.
That's right.
So it's
just the timing just seems, or I feel like she should have started it live today so that people could start,
Yeah, Rachel and I were talking about that earlier, and the only time they've done it live streaming like this is when they did A Little Obsessed last or 2 Decembers ago,
right
before 80-Day Obsession came out, and we were all a day behind when they did that. And then when they released 80-Day Obsession, I think Transform 20 was the same way. They would release the whole week.
Right. Yeah.
On Sunday.
From Sunday. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know why they didn't do that, but just make it work for you. Do what works for you, and don't worry about keeping up with anybody else. I mean,
right.
It is what it is. So.
But yeah, those are some of the things that I figured out over this week, trying, because that's why I was I'm going to kind of play with containers this week and sort of get some ideas. And then the other thing, like I said, for the recipes, I don't need gluten-free here. So nobody in the house needs gluten-free unless my sister-in-law's coming, in which case then I might use the gluten-free, because I cook gluten-free Thanksgiving here and gluten-free Passover basically because she needs gluten, or mostly gluten-free Passover. Passover's a little harder, but because my sister-in-law needs gluten-free, but otherwise the rest of the family doesn't. So I'll just use regular whole wheat flour. I think I'll try the whole wheat once I finish the regular. I don't want the regular have to go bad, so I'll finish that up. And I want to make those rosemary I want to do those English muffins for the week. To have some of those because those sounded really yummy.
Yeah, and a lot of the recipes I use are not fixate recipes. Although my son picked out 3 for the month that he wants from he actually did sloppy joes today. But
those were good. I did those 2 nights ago.
Yeah, we like those. But a lot of my recipes, if you go to my blog where I have tons posted, the container count that I came up with was based on the ingredients and how many servings it is. So I don't know the knowledge. I don't have the knowledge to say, well, cauliflower has this much protein in it. Yeah. Cauliflower is a veggie. So that's how I divided up my recipes. And that's fine to use. I mean, if you want to use fixate, that's great. But to me, that was too limited. Yeah. We're too fancy for my family's taste. So we're all about simple. And I have a 7-year-old, so I want him to eat healthy, and I don't want to be picky. So do the best you can. I mean,
yeah. Well, I've been looking at other recipes out there too, and just and a lot of nights too, it's just I make a main dish that's a protein, and then I make veggies on the side, and then we have rice or pasta or whatever that whatever Israeli cookies or whatever's going with it. So I can make that work just by looking at containers and stuff. So
Yeah, it sounds
The
like you have a
fixate
great
recipes have
team.
been fun to try because there are some good ones in there.
Oh, definitely, for sure. All right, Britton, how are you doing?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. I'm doing okay. We went away this weekend to see my in-laws, so we just got back like an hour ago. So I'm off Mondays and Tuesdays, so tomorrow really is going to be like my prep day. Like I'll
Mhm.
do I have been the last couple weeks just cooking up a lot of chicken. I'll bake like a lot of sweet potatoes and make up my I do like oatmeal for breakfast. So I'll make up a big batch of, steel cut oats. And so I'll have like them pre-portioned out in the fridge. So all I have to do is pull them out and grab them in the morning. Because even when I don't work, I'm like rushing to get the kids to school and all that. So even when I'm not working, I'm still running. A lot of the things I'm struggling with right now is getting enough sleep in. With the 4 kids and the 7-month-old baby, it's just been really difficult. He's starting to go through teething and is not sleeping great. So I really noticed like that affect my energy. So it's something I'm really going to try to focus on, trying to get into bed at 10 o'clock every night. It might be a little later on the days I double out at work. I don't get off till 10, but getting in bed as soon as I get home, and just focusing on that. One of the things that she was talking about in the video was about having a variety of stuff, which is also difficult for me because I like consistency. I mean, I can eat the same thing every day and be okay with it. A lot of times for lunch, I'll have some sort of salad. I'll either put chicken on it or I'll put turkey taco meat on it and salsa. And then for dinner, I'll have, a chicken or a fish and, then like carb and veggie. So trying to keep a variety of things going is probably going to be something that I struggle with, but it'll be something I'll focus on. And like, just coming up with that meal plan for this week tomorrow is going to be my major thing. I also started to try some new recipes with the kids, which was really exciting to be able to see that they're actually eating vegetables, but they don't know it. So I made some chocolate chip pancakes and I put cauliflower and spinach in it. And nobody was the wiser. So it was really good. It was really good. So just focusing on making sure they're eating better as well is also going to be something that I'm going to focus on, and trying not to buy the stuff, because if it's not in the house, we can't eat it. And, back, a couple of years ago, the kids always wanted Pop-Tarts, and like that was always something that, like, if it was in the house, I'd want to eat it, and they're so bad for you. Like, they're so high in calories and there's nothing in them. So I just decided that we weren't going to buy them anymore. The kids didn't need them, and so I wasn't going to buy them. So that's really been helpful. So just focusing on not bringing the junk food into the house and picking, certain snacks and things that the kids can have that, I don't necessarily enjoy, but I'll let them have, a pack of fruit snacks if that's what they want. They have like like an all natural fruit snack recipe out there that I tried to make one time. It didn't really turn out. So I just decided that, they can have a pack of fruit snacks and it's not going to kill them. But anyways, so so those are some of the things that I'm going to focus on. I'll probably start the workouts a day late. It's probably what I'll end up doing. I'm just going to do the traditional. The timed is just, I'd really like to try to do it at some point, but this time in my life, it's too crazy. Like, I have a hard enough time trying to eat every 2 to 3 hours, let alone like, like do it how they want you to do it. So I think just the traditional right now is probably the route I'm going to go. And I'm in plan B for that, plan B. So I feel good. Like a lot of the videos had some really great information. I did 21-day fix before, but finding new things to put in the containers and I didn't have any of the recipe books. So actually having a recipe book now has been helpful in a lot of the different reading materials and whatnot. So that's where I stand with
Good.
that.
Yeah, and what I love is that we're all focused on not just us, but our families, and making this a lifestyle for our families, because that's the only way we're going to succeed. I just came home from church, and there are so many people. There are 2 or 3 that are on keto right now, and the one they were talking about it, I walked to my seat and they made the comment of, but she just always eats healthy. And I said, it's all about portions. It's all about moderation and it's all about a lifestyle. And then I just kind of walked away. But because that's all I could say without going off. I just have, as a pianist, I have to have self-control and not really offend people. But that's what it is. It's making it a lifestyle. It's not a quick fix. And the one guy said, well, yeah, as soon as I get down to my goal weight, then I'm going to start focusing on portions. And I wanted to be like, you don't get it. Like, you get down to your goal weight on portions. But it's a family thing because he's the one doing it, not his family. So his kids are eating sausage and egg biscuits at church while he's eating vegetables. Like, I know he wants that biscuit. Like, you can have the biscuit and the vegetables. And so but I love that we're all about, getting our kids involved. I took my son grocery shopping this week. He looked at ingredients. He found a recipe in a magazine today, and he was like, well, that's too much sugar. It's a cup of sugar. We can't use that much sugar. So you're right, Britton. Start young. Take those Pop-Tarts out. Like, my son picked out cereal. It's okay. We looked at the sugar. We measure it out. Make it a lifestyle. So use the recipe books. Levi picked out for Easter, he wants to do the no-bake blueberry pies or something.
Oh, those look so good.
So I'm going to attempt that. I don't know how that'll turn out, but we'll see. That's all I can say. I don't know. But he wanted to try it, and I thought, well, you know what? What's it hurt to try? Right? If it flops, it flops. If it doesn't,
There's
it doesn't.
a video for that one.
Yes, I'm going to have to watch it like 4 times.
Yeah, I was going to say, watch the video for that one because the video was really helpful, like to be like, oh, that's how they do that.
Yeah. But, just get your kids involved. We made banana pancakes like 3 days over spring break. My husband's kind of sick of them now. And I thought about putting spinach in them. Like you said, Britton, like the spinach and the cauliflower in your pancakes, just put in the blender. They'll never know. They just might turn green. But if you do chocolate, then you can't even tell that. So that's a great
little cooker powder.
That's the way to do it.
Yeah, I was a little nervous after I added the spinach because it was a little green. But then when you put the baking cocoa in, you can't even tell.
Yeah. Well, we do green eggs and we do green eggs, spinach and eggs. So like for Dr. Seuss's birthday, we did green eggs and I don't know if we had ham or what with it, but you can make just green eggs and it's not with food coloring, so
right.
Anyways, those are great things. Get your kids involved, but try to do your logbook this week as best you can. I'm going to write in pencil.
App to log because I've been using the app because it's a little easier when I'm at work.
Okay. Does it have like the sleep and stuff on there?
It doesn't have that in it, I don't think so. But I more to keep my nutrition in the app because it's easier for me to just like log as I go for the meal stuff.
Oh yeah, I would totally do that. You could do the nutrition in the app and then just, a quick, sleep, mood, energy, how many ounces of water you got, which I think you can also log that in the app.
Yeah, you can.
But then just rate how you felt about yourself. I think that's important, especially this weekend. I have not been feeling great about myself and I've overeaten and the scale has shown it and my stomach is definitely letting me know. And it all came down to I'm tired and I'm anxious about something at church. So, anyways, I need to click continue. There we go. So, just so you know, do the best you can. Don't worry about this because it's just not, it's not worth stressing about. Do the best you can. She kept saying progress over perfection. This is a lifestyle and you're aiming for perfect. You're never going to get it. And you're going to get frustrated. And you're going to give up. So progress. Maybe this week, I don't know if it has a goal for the week other than to focus on, maybe it is focusing on just getting your containers. Who cares about meal planning? Just get your containers in. Try not to go over your carbs. Like that's always my goal. Like if I get an extra veggie in today, if I eat some carrot sticks instead of munching on cereal, I call that a win. Like progress over perfection. That's what you can do. So that's my encouragement to you all. So you guys have anything else?
No, the workouts was the biggest question that I had. So you answered that. It starts.
Make it fit you. Because I was talking to Rachel. I'm like, I don't know if I want to start on Tuesday, if I want to start next week, or if I just want to wait 2 weeks and then not take the week break between 21 Day Fix and 21 Day Fix Extreme. Do what you want to do. It's up to you.
Yeah.
So don't let this dictate and rule your life. You are in control. Just do the best you can. I mean, get a workout in. That's always my goal for the day.
Yeah.
Sometimes
I'm thinking it may be more than 21 days for me, because I may just do runs on run day and not do a second workout. And
that's fine.
You know.
And I know, talk to Rachel about that, because she obviously has been training for marathons and has done 21 Day Fix. But if you don't have time to do both, don't do both.
Yeah.
It's not worth the stress. Like last week I did the double workouts because I finished my third week of 21. I was finishing my third week, but it was spring break, so I knew I had the time.
Right.
So, and a lot of times they'll pair like a cardio workout with like an active recovery. So it was like cardio with Pilates or cardio with upper fix, which is heart intensive. So you can maybe pair Pilates or like the yoga after your run.
Right. Yeah, I've got one more week before spring break, so.
Well, we go back tomorrow, and I'm excited about it because I'm ready to get things done, like deep cleaning my house. Don't look too hard in my background because there's dust everywhere. But it's nice to have routine. Yeah. It's nice to know it's spring and it's nice outside, except for today. But do the best you can with the workouts, with your meal plan. Progress, just make progress. And I think we're going to try to, I don't know if Rachel's going to do a once a week meeting, but if things come up during the week, post it in the group and she'll tag either her or I, and we'll get back to you. That's why we're here. We're here to help. So I know things come up. They don't just come up like on Sunday afternoon. They come up throughout the week. Like on the weekend when you're like, oh, I've ran and I've biked, I've done my workout. I can have 2 bowls of cereal. No, you can't, Shannon. You can only stick to your plan. That's what we're here for. Hold each other accountable, encourage each other. That's why we do what we do. That's why we love what we do. So anything else?
Thank you.
You're welcome. I'm going to stop recording this.